Yo, what's good to my family out there? Decided to slide in real quick on this subject. You know what I'm saying? The 29 cartel kingpins or no, drug lords that were extradited to the United States. I believe that was yesterday. I first seen it on Shail's channel over there and just peeped it a little bit in passing. But like I said, I'm just going to touch on it a little bit right now. And if you guys want to see the full story, excuse me, slide on over to his channel. You know what I'm saying? You'll get a chance to see the whole thing in depth because he really goes through it deep. But the individual that made me tap in on it was old Clips. He made me tap in on it, shot me something on it, and I looked at it. I'm like, okay, looked at what Clips had or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's what's up. So, hey, man, check him out, too. He's doing some good things over there. So that's what's up. But let me go ahead and run this first joint for you, man, to just let you see, according to Fox News, how this whole play went down or whatever.
To a Fox News alert today, 2 of the 29 cartel members who were just extradited to the U.S. from Mexico, including one accused of killing a DEA agent back in 1985, will appear in a New York court today.
Chanley Painter is here with all the details for us. Chanley?
Hey, good morning. So at least 2 of those defendants will be arraigned today in Brooklyn federal court, according to Reuters, including a drug lord who is alleged to have been among those responsible for the murder of a U.S. DEA agent, Enrique Kiki Camara, in 1985. This comes as Mexico on Thursday handed over 29 high-profile drug cartel members to the United States as part of an unprecedented extradition as the Trump administration ramps up pressure on drug trafficking organizations, illegal immigration, and fentanyl production. According to prosecutors, the prisoners face charges related to drug trafficking and, in some cases, homicide, among other crimes. And among them are members of 5 of the 6 Mexican organized crime groups designated earlier this month as foreign terrorist organizations by the Trump administration.
Shout out to you, Will. I see you, baby. Yeah, I did call this. You can call me Snake Eyes Benny from Harlem Nights. Snake Eyes Benny, baby. Listen here. This live gonna be real deep, man. I'm gonna drop some real heavy shit on y'all. And I'm gonna give you something that ain't nobody else giving you. So, I mean, if you can share this or whatever the case may be, hit that like button for me. Man, we're being sold a bill of goods. We're being sold a bill of goods. We're being made to believe that this whole thing with these cartel bosses being shipped over here at the moment, that it's about tariffs and all of this good stuff. And that could not be further from the truth. That is a big ass lie. What's happening is because you got old man MAYO over here. Now, I'm about to run you something right here and then. I don't have all these in order because I'm trying to do this real quick. But let me show you this right here. This is something that I did when the old man first made it over here.
I negotiated directly with MAYO in Culiacan, Sinaloa, Culiacan, and negotiated directly with him over, I believe it was like 8 or 10 tons of marijuana and maybe about 1.5 tons of, those bricks. And listen, that man is heavy. His security is heavy. It's basically military security for that man. There's no way he would be here without wanting to be here. The first time I came acquainted, and I'll tell more stories about this later, with the old man was in the city of Durango. That's where he's from. That's where my boss was from that took me to meet first the old man And then I met Chapo later. My boss was Maito Nunez Mesa. He took me to the...
Okay, so let me go ahead and drop game on you. When Mayo came over here, let's not forget, a video that's supposed to trick him on the plane is his godson. And then he ended up over here. You know what I'm saying? Now, I think I got another clip right here that's going to tell you exactly how this shit go. There's no exception.
The whole story is in the book. El Primo, the Black Hand of the Sinaloa Cartel, as well as is on Amazon. It's a long book. It's like 65 years to go through the entire appeals process in order for the United States to win extradition to get you over here. There's only one way to get over here without going through that 5-year process. You have to waive it. So when Chapo got over here in that, let's say 1 year, he had to waive the whole process to get here. That is the only way. So Mayo, with the power that he has over there politically, he had to have brung himself over here, period.
Now listen, this what happened with Mayo is equivalent. Go back and look at The Good Shepherd. That movie there with Matt Damon in it. The only way for that man to get here, going through the legal process of 5 years, he had to be charged over in Mexico, 5 years of appeals and all that. Mayo is 76 years old. 9 times out of 10, he's not going to make it through 5 years. Everybody knows he's a very sickly man. He agreed to come over here. He was brought over here. He's going to be charged here. And right now, he's demanding to Mexico to repatriate him, saying that basically he was kidnapped. He wasn't kidnapped. He agreed to come. With them bringing him here, it was what the CIA calls bringing somebody out the cold. He's coming in to debrief, probably because they feeling he don't have much longer left. And what's going to happen? They're going to convict him over here. They're going to repatriate him to Mexico, and they're going to send him back. That plane that you see end up here with them 29 motherfuckers on it is the El Mayo effect. Okay, it's the El Mayo effect. I'm going to run some more of this, and I'm going to drop some more information on you, and I'm giving you straight up facts from my experience. Shail, check him out over there. I fuck with him over there. Jay, or Karate Jay, probably certain things Karate Jay can't say because of his situation. Maybe some of this stuff Karate Jay ain't never said to Shail. You cannot extradite anyone into the United States having the DEA process. The DEA is domestic. Anybody being extradited over here goes through the State Department. The State Department handles all that. And y'all don't know that. I'm telling you because I experienced it. There's nobody that can give you this information that know it like I do. Only one is Jay, but of course he probably can't say the stuff. The State Department handles this. And if you go back and look at Chapo's situation, every time they grabbed Chapo or they captured him, it was always right around the time Obama went over there and met with the Mexican officials from over there and all of that. Okay, now let me run a little more of this. I'm going to drop some more stuff on y'all.
That the tariffs are coming, and we're going to talk about that throughout the morning. They're going to come down hard on Mexico to the tune of 25%. And when Mexico heard about it, he started negotiating with the president, Sheinbaum, down in Mexico. So what did she do? Just a couple of days before the tariffs are supposed to go into effect, she releases these. We extradite into the United States these 29 jailed cartel members, including somebody who is at the top of the most wanted list for 40 years. She also is pulling out all the stops. They say, this is Mexico's point of view, they've arrested more than 400 people since February, after she announced that they were going to send 10,000 troops to the northern border for them. They've seized 12 tons of narcotics, coke, meth, and 120 pounds of methamphetamines and fentanyl. It's all...
I'll cut that short. This ain't got a goddamn thing to do with tariffs, okay? This ain't nothing to do with tariffs. If you go back and look at the El Chapo case, you will see there was a week to 2 weeks that he was in trial in front of the court without anyone being allowed into the actual courtroom I don't even think the jury was there to hear it. Why? Because he was entering information on the record about politicians and payoffs to politicians. When I ended up in Sinaloa or with Sinaloa, it was not through Chapo's approval. It was through the approval of the old man, El Mayo. Because my former boss, Mayo Nunez Mesa, is from Durango, same place El Mayo is from. And it's all in my book, you know what I'm saying? El Mayo went ahead and gave the blessings for my boss to be brought in. This is my book right here. These are the different volumes. A lot of this I have in the book. Some of what I'm saying is not in the book. So therefore, everything that brought my guy in, my guy get brought in, my guy got indicted and charged. It took 5 years for him to make it over here, like I said. If you go back and you look, it's the New York Times author that wrote on my actual boss, Maito Nunez Mesa. Maito was the one corresponding back and forth with Chapo, and he says, and then the government has the records of my former boss saying that he speaks to the governor of Chihuahua damn near every day. There was a lot of payoffs going to the government of Mexico over there. Mayo gave all the information. To Shail's credit, he said Mayo basically gave an encyclopedia of drug lord structures in the whole nine. The reason why you're seeing them cartel bosses over here right now is for one reason and one reason only. Don't nobody trust Trump. They think he's reckless. I fuck with Trump. I voted for Trump. So the reason why he's here, them people being sent over here, because Trump is giving them the information that he got on the government officials over there and telling them that he's going to indict them. That's what's going on. That's what's going on. That's why you got all them actual members or them actual cartel bosses. They loaded up on a damn plane to get them over here. The process takes 5 years. There's no exception. 5 years, unless it's waived. You think all 29 of them motherfuckers waived that? No. No, not at all. Now I'm going to go ahead and hit you with the plot twist right here. I don't have many people on here. It's cool, but maybe more people see it later. This is the actual plot twist. Let me hit you with this, and then I'm going to hit you with a little something else right quick. Where is this? Right here.
He was one of the longest surviving capos in Mexico. He was considered the strategist of the Sinaloa cartel, more involved in day-to-day operations than his flashier and better-known boss, El Chapo. Strong ties, though, to Colombian cocaine suppliers and his cells across the U.S. made Zambada one of the most powerful drug traffickers in the world.
Okay, bam, you got that. Now, hold on to your seat, because I'm about to give you the play.
Afghanistan and Iraq and elsewhere. So if they are used along our side of the border, they can see quite a bit that would be very useful for the intelligence community to put together a picture of what's happening.
So the Mexican government has taken some steps to address what's going on the other side of the border. Of course, fentanyl production. We know that there are a lot fewer people crossing the border illegally right now. We know that they're tamping down on some of those fentanyl labs, but they're also deploying up to 10,000 troops along their northern border, which, of course, Nicole, is our southern border. So Mexico is trying to do its part, but, of course, the Trump administration wants them to do more when it comes to the fight against fentanyl. Nicole.
Okay, you got that. I'm giving this to you quick because I got to get the hell out of here. Now, you're seeing CIA drones. Remember, as I'm dropping this, remember CIA drones, all that over in Mexico. Pay attention.
There have been about 100 of them by the United States, many in your countries and many all over the world. That's what the CIA does for a living. Okay? Please know it.
I ain't done. Here you go.
Intelligence agency. There are many countries with intelligence agencies that play that role. But the CIA was created in 1947 with a completely different role as well. And that was as a subversion unit to create subversive or covert operations abroad to bring down governments, to create unrest, to create coups, to make assassinations, and so on. And the CIA does that. I think the most accurate description is as a private army of the U.S. president, and with a very high degree of, if you call it deniability, even when things are pretty obvious that something like that has happened, they deny it anyway because the underlying documentation is kept highly confidential.
Okay, and here you go right here.
Понимаете, я уже общался и с одним президентом США, и с другим, и с третьим. Президенты приходят и уходят, а политика не меняется. Знаете почему? Потому что очень сильна власть бюрократии. Вот человека избрали, он приходит с одними идеями, к нему приходят люди с кейсами, хорошо одетые и в темных, как у меня, костюмах, но только не с красным галстуком, а с черным или с темно-синим. И начинают объяснять, как нужно делать. И все сразу меняется, понимаете? Это происходит от одной администрации.
I'm taking you through this quick. Now here's a translation of some of what he said.
Interesting statements at the end of this interview that was held on RT, where he goes on to state that he communicated with several U.S. presidents. They come and they go, but the politics remain the same. He says, do you know why that is? He says, so a person is elected. He comes with ideas. Then people with briefcases show up. Come and visit him. They're well dressed in dark suits, kind of like mine, he says, except instead of a red tie, it's black or navy.
Now here's a little something about me again for you that don't know.
Chapo starts to tell me that he only dealt with one other black guy. I can't remember what he said, the 90s or when. He said he dealt with one other black guy before. The black guy never cheated him. He said they did real good work, but then he just up and disappeared. He said he didn't owe him no money. He just disappeared. He never seen him. And he said that was the only black guy that he worked with. You're not going to disappear on me, are you? Like that. And I'm like, no, you know. I'm going to say yes. Listen, let me tell you something, my friend. I need you to know this. He said that at the end, this right here, he did it. He said must always end up in the hand of a black man.
What?
The cocaine must always end up in the hand of a black man.
What did you think he was trying to tell you?
It meant a whole lot more to me later. What he was telling me is that you are the most important variable. And if I have a direct link with you like I had with the other black guy that I worked real good with, we made plenty of money. So he's giving me a history. I have worked with somebody black, so me and you could work together. And basically saying this guy made a lot of money and he just left. And I want you to know at the end, you are the...
Here's the play, flat out, and I got to get on up out of here. The old man is here because he wants to be here. The old man is here, and he's been basically debriefed and gave all the information he needed to give. The information that Chapo gave in his court hearing, his trial, was about the government officials that he paid off. Okay, now, when that information goes to the State Department, that information can only be firsthand information. It has to be one-to-one. That means the individual that did it, dealt with this person, has to be the one that signs off on this stuff that goes to the State Department. It can't be somebody that's affiliate to or whatever. It had to be the person, the actual person that dealt with this person, period, in order to get an extradition. And then the State Department of the United States have to take that information and give it to Mexico. And the president also has to okay once that whole process goes through, but it still takes 5 years. So with Mayo coming here, Chapo don't deal with the politicians. The old man deals with the politicians. So with Mayo coming and doing that, that's why you got them people sent over here as quick as they got sent. And Mayo telling them, listen, you better not, you demanding to be expatriated back. This is Mayo's warning. I done gave up some of you, but the most important one, I have not. So he's strong-arming them to bring him back. He's going to be convicted over here. His son going to get a check, meaning he going to get time cuts. Chapo going to get time cuts. Look back at my other video, and you will see that Chapo was asking the last president to basically do a treaty transfer and bring him back. And the president said he would consider it. Now that Mayo's doing this, you damn right he's going to consider it. Don't forget, go back and look at El Chapo's trial. He said in the beginning, his attorney said Chapo was the fall guy, that El Mayo was the leader of the Sinaloa cartel. I said this all along. Even though Karate J tried to attack me, but I get it. It's only some stuff he can say. I'm giving you the gospel's honest truth right here. This is how that shit go. Okay? Listen, deuces. For this love I just showed y'all, man, hit the like button. If some of y'all have purchased my book, man, or whatever the case may be, a lot of this is in there. These are the volumes. This is the actual book. When you buy it, don't only buy it, leave a review for me, man, because that helped me. No one can give you the information that I'm giving you because no one knows this information. The only one that knows this information is Karate J. And up under his circumstances, he can only say so much. There's a lot of stuff I know I'll never say. But this is the reason why I stopped hustling and I have no more interest in it. Because I seen the true face of it. And the true face ain't what y'all motherfucking believe in. The true face ain't what these dudes all on the internet and some of my homies talking about loyalty and this, you got to stand up. Man, this shit ain't got nothing to do with none of that. These people are doing business, big business. And loyalty ain't got a goddamn thing to do with it. Deuces, fuck with me because I'm trying to fuck with you. Shout out to you, Will, if you're still out there, man. For sure. All right, family. Talk to you.